First, there was the scrutiny over the handling of a high-profile arson case, then an alleged culture of sexual harassment. Tonight, Indiana's Department of Homeland Security is accused of bullying and standing in the way of safety.
Tonight, 13 Investigates pulls back the curtains on inspections at the Strand Theater in Shelbyville. Our Sandra Chapman tonight shows us why directors there say DHS is costing them unnecessary time and money.
The plan is bring it out here where the hole is cut.
A hole in a wall at the Strand Theater threatened to shut down the 100-year-old entertainment venue in the heart of Shelbyville.
We have had everything from bluegrass to hip-hop to gospel. We're in a 1916 theater. We just passed 100 years old. You have to improve the theater.
Problems with the Indiana Department of Homeland Security started with plans to create a larger fire exit and stage. The theater's board of directors wanted to improve access for visitors and performers with disabilities. Director David Finkel says his team got a structured design release from the state fire marshal's office in January of last year to start the work. No other approvals required. But a busy 2016 performance schedule left contractors only time for prep work.
We would have taken the bricks out of that opening and exposed the new exit, but at this point we just really didn't need to. That was a small job.
Months later, DHS came to inspect the theater for its annual arts and entertainment permit. According to Finkel, that inspector overruled the proposed improvements. He said no work on the fire exit until a costly sprinkler system was installed.
We have no idea what caused the inspector to go on the tact that he did.
That's when the theater's attorney met with staff from former Governor Pence's office. Weeks later, 5 DHS inspectors and the state fire marshal returned to the Strand for what was supposed to be a meeting.
Ended up not being a meeting, but an inspection. And certainly everybody involved, including Chief Greason, crawled all over our theater, up above our stage.
Almost a year after the first permit was issued, the board was put on notice. Its construction design release was revoked. The fire exit work canceled.
No one had ever heard of such a thing. It was unprecedented.
But just as quickly as the permit was rescinded, a closed-door meeting with Greason reversed that decision. Still, it wasn't over yet. In March of this year, the fire marshal ordered a construction progress inspection, even though no work had been done. The result? 2 violations for failing to have construction design releases in place for work done years ago. First, for a new heating and air conditioning system.
We had been working off of 1954 equipment. It was horrible equipment, open flames.
And then for electrical panels.
This was a major safety improvement for the Strand Theater, having modern electricity.
Worse yet, it appeared DHS misapplied the rule.
They were locally permitted, locally inspected, and at the time it was decided that a construction design review, which as we since found according to Indiana code was not necessary.
Still, DHS was threatening the not-for-profit with hundreds of dollars in fines each day.
And their actions have nothing to do with safety. Their actions have to do what it takes to protect their culture and their egos. The actions that they are taking is construed nothing less than bullying.
13 Investigates asked DHS about the Strand. An agency spokesman refused comment. Within days of our inquiry, the Strand was notified there were no violations. Once again, the venue in the clear. But directors say something must be done about the actions of DHS.
We have spent almost a year putting up with the arbitrary and capricious requests of a hubristic department within our state government, and that is shameful.
Now, we have repeatedly asked DHS to explain its actions against the Strand and those allegations of bullying and mistrust. I spoke with, emailed the agency several times today, but Homeland Security did not answer those questions. According to Finkel, until last year, the Strand had never had a violation since it reopened in 2008. Finkel says the board hopes to complete the fire exit improvements and the stage work after this performance season. Back to you.
All right, Sandra, thanks.